Ugh. Do you hobble around because you have some sort of injury, or maybe you have arthritis? Well, Brown Performance community, if you don't know already, I've been diagnosed with arthritis in both of my hips, with it being very symptomatic in my right hip. Now, I'm not one to give up. I enjoy working out. I enjoy being active. I want to work out until the day I die. This is why I'm shooting this video today. I want to deliver a few tips for those of us who have either a hip issue or a knee issue, or more specifically if you have arthritis, and to keep yourself moving. My first tip is avoid anything that causes more pain. I can't stress this one enough. I was a bonehead in high school and in college where I needed a power lift. I was competing, but I was in pain. And I should have taken more care of that pain and maybe backed off and decided to do different types of workouts. What I've discovered now is that it's just not worth it. It's not worth, two femoral acetabular, which is just impingement of the hip. 2 hip surgeries later, that was 4 and 5, actually 5 and 6 years ago for me. And now coming into being arthritic, it is not worth being in pain and surgeries if you can avoid it ahead of time by doing the right things soon enough. Tip number 2, find ways to challenge yourself without loading up too heavy. And my example for this is my arthritis for my right hip is pretty symptomatic. If I do certain things with too much weight, it's going to hurt. So I've decided to experiment and find ways around it. So I'm thinking, instead of going, oh, I can't do a lunge because if I use a lot of weight, it's going to hurt, I'm thinking, how can I do it and have no pain? Now, I might not be able to solve that. Maybe there's no way around it, or maybe it's I can lessen the range of motion that I'm doing. I can use a different type of resistance. I can utilize unstable surfaces to challenge it more without hurting it. And I can search out different types of ways to load in different angles. One particular exercise I set up here, but I use a slider and a back foot where my foot slides. I drop down in a reverse lunge, and I utilize a band to push out. I've really discovered that that one really works to help, I'll say, make the exercise pretty challenging without me having to grab on 2 40-pound dumbbells, because that's what it takes for me to get a workout with reverse lunges. You can also change the tempo of it as well. You can go slow. You can do a pause at the bottom and hold that pause. These are all different things that you can utilize to challenge yourself in different ways so that when you get out of your workout session, you're not limping away. Ultimately, when you are working out, you should feel better. You should feel tired because you got a workout in, but you should feel better going out than when you came in. We should be making you better. You should never, ever walk away feeling like you got hurt. Thank you for tuning in to this week's video coaching newsletter. If you've enjoyed the tip, please share it with everybody that you know. If you've enjoyed the tip and would like to follow the Brown Performance community, please go on to Facebook and like the page and share the page. You can also do the same thing on Instagram and LinkedIn. And as always, if you want to know how I can help you change your perspective on working out and coming up with creative ways to get your body moving and being challenged at the same time with a few restrictions, please feel free to shoot me an email at adam.fitness.revolution@gmail.com. We can set up your success session and see if we're a right fit. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your Friday.